Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ray Guitar channel, and today, guys, we're talking about Logan Paul drama again. Yep, that's right. Because recently, good old Logie Paul went on the Flagrant podcast, and he decided to open up about some of the stuff that's been going on with him, his girlfriend, you know, the whole Dylan Dennis situation. He talked about the Gideon beef and shit, so we're gonna look at some clips, but right before that, we need to look at this clip that Dylan decided to post the morning before this Flagrant podcast went up because it's actually insane, dude.
By the way, I'm very proud of myself. This is the longest I've ever gone without sex since I started. Obviously, it's driving me crazy. I am struggling. I need penis inside of me. ASAP. Like, all I want is like a big fat sausage just destroying my body. So if any of you guys know a good dick that doesn't have STDs on it, I'll take it. Right here. By the
Bro, what the fuck was that? Yo, you're marrying that girl? Yikes. Not a good situation. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright. And honestly, I was scrolling through Twitter and I found this video and I was like, oh dang.
Oh guys, I don't like the look of this.
You see, funny joke, cause the cave looks like a vagina. It looks like a big old pussy. Are you laughing yet? Wow, guys, look at that. Internet comedy at its best, at its finest. Alright, so on to everything that we're actually here about, okay? Number one, Logan Paul decided to talk about the whole, like, Gideon beef and everything, and I just thought it was interesting because, you know, that whole beef really kind of went to show just how weirdly manipulative and, like, kind of two-faced, backstabby this guy really is. But this clip, okay, we'll just watch it, and I'll give my thoughts while we're watching, okay?
Go too far with Jake. Hopped on the phone. I was like, if you ever want to clear anything up, and he like apologized, whatever, and because he was talking about his ex and all the deepest cuts you could go for with Jake, he did in one live stream.
But this was a mutual ex, right?
No, it was Jake's. It was Jake's. It was like the controversy back then.
Oh.
So when this Dylan shit
Okay, so there, what he was talking about was that whole, like, live stream that Gideon decided to do whenever Jake was, like, kind of just poking fun and, like, being like, oh, yeah, I'm not Gideon, you don't tell me to move seats, blah, blah, woof, woof. And then Gideon just whipped out the, well, you never stood up to your brother whenever it came to your girlfriend fucking him. Obviously taking a pretty big swing at him, so I kind of understand where he's coming from, but he goes on and he says this.
started coming out, and by the way, that was the extent of my conversation with Gideon.
Okay.
Then when this Dylan shit started coming out, Gideon's stoking the fire with Dylan. Fucking get back on Twitter, you're the funniest guy ever. Like, and I'm in my head, I'm like, you worked with us, with Prime, you've been on my podcast, we're friends, we have open dialogue. I even gave you advice with some stiff stuff in your career. Because of these two things that I think were very reasonable, why are you completely flipping to someone who is an evil human, especially as a person who is as supposedly good virtued as Gideon is?
Nah, he's a good guy.
Why choose Dylan fucking Dennis, an actual evil human?
Okay.
Why?
So that's why.
Did you
got
ask
his
him
two-face?
that?
I didn't ask him. I was in Manchester, and he's like, and I knew this was gonna happen. He was backstage. You chirped him. He's like, "Hey, Logan, can we switch seats real quick?" He was like trolling me in person, and I was, you know, I don't know, testosterone was flying. Like I was at this press conference. I just threw a cake of Dylan Dennis's head at Dylan Dennis.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Yo, you two-faced." And he's like, "Yo, dude, what about you and KSI? What about won't be real with KSI?" And I didn't understand what he was saying, and he says he doesn't need to be real with me because I'm not real, but I've only kept it real with Gideon.
And here's the thing, like, dude, just his explanation of the whole situation just sounds weird and shady, right? Like, okay, if you were keeping it real the entire time, why didn't you ask him about it? Why didn't you say, what's up with the whole you supporting Dylan Dennis thing? Here's the thing. Him supporting Dylan Dennis doesn't fucking matter, because at the end of the day, it is entertainment, okay? He's making tweets about you, he's promoting your guys' fight, and apparently you don't have a problem with it like you say, but you have a problem with him supporting Dylan Dennis, calling him a super evil guy. I mean, you guys both fucking scammed your audiences. He scammed for like a couple $100,000, and I think you scammed for like over $1 million worth of your fans' income, which are retarded to trust you anyways. But you call him an evil person? I don't think that really tracks there, bud, just because he's like making fun of your wife and trolling you a good bit on Twitter doesn't make him an evil person, and doesn't make Gideon an evil guy for supporting him and just being like, you're really funny, like your tweets are blowing up. The logic doesn't track here, ladies and gentlemen. It just comes off as disingenuous. And apparently at some point in this podcast, right, Logan gets called out for being just kind of fake, for literally not really seeming real while he's talking to these guys. Because if you remember, a while back I talked about the whole Andrew Schulz and Nelk Boys drama, where Andrew Schulz very much kept it real on the Nelk Boys podcast, and whenever Steiny was coming off as like a little fake kind of weirdo, Andrew Schulz immediately called him out for it, and it was like, bro, you're a little pussy. Like, you are being a little fucking pussy right now. You are not real. You're just playing some act, and I don't like fake people. So then they actually call Logan Paul out for not keeping it real whenever it comes to Jake Paul being a better boxer than him.
I did say it, but you know what? That's not where I fucked up. Because I can say to Jake and to the internet, I can say I do believe I'm the better boxer. That's...
Yo, come on, Al, you're doing that thing where when he says something serious, you laugh.
Yeah, because
why do you always do that thing?
I want him to be serious with us one time. Like, come on,
be serious, bro. Be serious. Come on, let me squeeze your arms again.
Yeah.
Be serious, bro. Come on.
He can't get nothing. You got Prime, you got wrestling, you got everything. You got the podcast.
Can he get one thing?
See, they're literally calling him out and just being like, yo, you can't give your brother a single thing, and you can't be serious while we're trying to have like a serious conversation, a more unfiltered kind of perspective into your life, because it's a podcast and everything. You can't be real for this a little amount of time that you're on our podcast. I respect Alex for fucking calling him out, because he's being a little weirdo, dude.
Give him the boxer.
He's great! He's great!
He's way better. Whoa.
Whoa, Milton!
Like,
Milton, hold your breath.
that's the only thing. Puerto Rican, we good.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Come on, we family, Boricua. We in here. Come on. Yeah, right? Nah, you just gotta keep going. Nah, but
You just gotta keep
I feel like you don't fuck with me.
I love you. No, I really do. I fuck with you. I
But
really
wait,
do.
but
I
wait,
just
but-
like trolling you a little bit. It's fun.
But way better?
Yo, way better?
Way...
Okay, maybe not way, buddy. Clearly.
But you know, I don't know Logan Paul personally, so I can't fully say that I hate the guy completely. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, all of this is just entertainment. It doesn't fully portray, like, what these people are actually like, but at least with the whole scamming his audience type of thing, it is really kind of disgusting to do to your audience in the first place. So, I mean, like, off of that merit alone, and given the fact that he's still not, like, paying them back or trying to, like, right the wrongs or anything, it very much makes me feel like, okay, this guy doesn't give a shit about being a scummy human being. He's just gonna do what he needs to do to get to the top, you know what I mean? And to get that money, and to get that bag, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean, speaking of the people that he scammed, right? He also says this during the podcast, which is just a fucking blatant punch in the face to all the people that he scammed, because he literally goes on to double his initial bet with Conor McGregor that he's going to beat Dylan Dennis in this fight, and he says that he's going to bet him $2 million and that he will send the contract. I wish that these guys at Flagrant, that Andrew Schulz and this whole cast and crew called him out, or at least Alex called him out for scamming your fucking fans, and you're still willing to pay $2 million in a fucking random bet that you'll win this stupid boxing match. Dude, pay back your fucking fans that you scammed.
And Connor, you know what? I'll tell you what.
All right, Dan.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Moneybags. I'm gonna make this more interesting for you. How about
He's getting the
we double
clip.
it? $2 million. $2 million says I beat your boy Dylan Dennis. I know you're gonna see this. I know you're gonna see this clip.
God damn.
You're coaching him. You're guiding him. He's definitely gonna show up, right? Yeah, fuck you. Both of you are all bark, no bite. $2 million that says I beat your boy. I will send you the contract tomorrow.
Dude, it just comes off as so, like, weird and silly whenever he tries to do the whole tough guy, like, boxing shtick. He is very much made for the WWE. Like, it just comes off as fake, bro. And that works in the WWE because it's, like, fake, stupid boxing that they just do, like, dumb, stupid tricks the whole time. If you're a little kid, it's entertaining, but, like, this guy is not real. This guy is not a fighter. He doesn't have a fighter bone. He knows how to get a clip, sure, and he knows how, okay, this might do well on social media, but that doesn't translate to, like, actual real boxing to get, like, real boxing fans and shit interested in your fights. And then he's claiming, oh yeah, I'm the best, like, YouTube boxing promoter ever. I sold 1 million pay-per-views whenever you were fighting Floyd Mayweather, dude. Yeah, one of the best boxers in the world. And all of the boxing fans were like, okay, let's go see the best boxer in the world beat the shit out of some YouTube boxer who thinks that he can fight. And I don't want to come off as, like, some Logan Paul hater, because I don't know, that's just fucking gay as is, but, like, dude, I don't know, everything I see of this dude just comes off as, like, just such, like, a joke. I don't know, he's a joke, bro. But he did make this one claim that I thought was kind of interesting, that apparently he told Dylan Dennis, alright, you have this, like, marriage-ending photo. Okay, Dylan, why don't you post the photo? And claims that Dylan doesn't have the photo, so let's watch the clip.
We sat down at a table, me and Dylan, for 30 minutes. No third-party conversation happening, just me and him talking. And in it, he was asked about that photo. And I was like, bro, you know what I think? I think you're a f***ing liar. Not just with this, with everything. Dylan's a liar. He lies about everything. He's a troll. That's what we do, right? You say to try to trigger people. It's funny. But he lies. And so I was like, you're saying you have this photo. Why don't you post it? Post the photo, bro. It's like, I have a photo, boo. And I said, no, you don't. I called his bluff. I said, no, you don't. And even if you did, even if he did have some grotesque, deranged, explicit photo, this dude was dumb enough to tweet about having the photo and transferring it already, which is a crime in itself.
True, I guess if it was like an actual real naked picture that was like super like awful and marriage ending or whatever the fuck, I don't know if it would be illegal. Depends if like she was actually nude in the photo or whatever. Because then that would be like what, revenge porn or whatever. I guess it depends all if it was a public photo. I don't know the law. I'm not a lawyer and I'm not gonna claim to know the law because that's fucking gay. But hey, okay, at the end of the day, he claims that he told him to post it. So I guess we can go off of that word, but from everything else that this dude says, I don't know if I can even trust him on that because he just comes off as like a liar.
What a fucking liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude.
But apparently at some point in this podcast, they ended up pressing him about what the photo could possibly be. And Andrew Schulz is like, gay photo?
Dylan says this, right? And he sent it to some people. He said, there's a picture that's going to end there, or whatever.
Yeah.
Is it you with a guy? Son,
Dispel the rumor.
dispel the rumor, because that would end a fiance.
Do you have an idea of what it is?
I don't think he has a photo.
Really?
Now, did you have a conversation with Nina where you're like, yo, talk to us?
100%.
And what did she say?
I said, do you have any idea what he's talking about? She says no. She said I legitimately, bottom of my heart, have no clue what he's talking about. If he has something, it's something that I don't know about.
So there you go. Allegedly, Nina, the old cum rag, does not know what Dylan is even talking about. It's not a gay thing. He didn't confirm nor deny, so it still could be a gay thing. So, you know, I mean, Logan might be giving me a run for my money to be the gay retard on the fucking internet here, guys. Yeah, other than all of that, that's pretty much all the drama here. I just wanted to milk this topic a little bit more because the last video did very, very well, which I want to thank you guys for all of the support, for watching the video, the likes, the comments, the subscribes. Thank you from the bottom of my gay and retarded heart. It truly means a lot. And if you would, please like and comment and subscribe to help this video go throughout the algorithm and touch more hearts, turning them gay and retarded. That's what we aim to do here, ladies and gentlemen. We bringing back the gay retardedness, alright? If you have a problem with it, then fuck right off. Gay retard out.